Welcome, welcome, my good friends, family, everybody, twins, soulmates, everybody. Welcome, everybody, today. Today, we're going to discuss raising your frequency so that it could get into the 5D, which is right now what's going on is a lot of us are becoming aware of the spiritual realm more than the 3D realm. There are still plenty that are not in that space yet, but that's all right. We have to meet people where they're at. We have a lot of raising your frequency at this time. We are getting a lot of triggers. The whole world is getting triggers. The COVID is one of the biggest triggers to alert you to the truth, to seek the truth. And once you start that process, you're starting and you're becoming more aware of the spiritual realm. We're starting that process of understanding more of the 5D. So it will take process for us to get to that stage. The main thing is doing your meditations, reaching out to your higher selves, and understanding that this 3D is temporary. We need to get the earth back to its original understanding and reason for being created for us. We were at one point before we took the plunge and followed the negative, we were high level spirits and we were able to name everything. So now we are subjected to being and living in fear. Once we overcome that fear of what is looking at the events that are happening in this world right now. That's why it's so important to not be so glued to the news and thinking that the news is got everything that you need. Your higher self has everything that you need to know and understand about where you are trying to ascend. If you're trying to be more on the 3D level, or if you're trying to be more on the 5D level. The 5D level is no death. Okay, I'll repeat that. There is no death in the 5D level. So you're trying to raise your frequency so that you could be a high spiritual individual, and that comes from when you are trying to help, genuinely trying to see the good in everybody and trying to be good and do the right things. That means light is overcoming dark so that you'll be able to heal your own body. You'll be able to ascend and be able to relate to people telepathically, and they could relate to you telepathically. All those abilities we have all of them, and we just need to know how to tap into them. We need to know how to raise our frequency, and that starts with some meditation. When you're feeling sick and not in 100% yourself, raise your frequency. Do what you need to do to overcome any sickness that's in your body. That's a low frequency. Raise that frequency so that you could be able to overcome that sickness and be the spiritual being that we were created to be. Because that's why we're here. We're here at this time to overcome all of that. Overcome the vaccine. My friend right now, she called me up. I'm doing some healing on her right now. She has COVID. She had the shots. She had to have them because she's in the medical field. So they're telling us that these shots are not, will stop the COVID. But now we see there's a few people that's had it because after they had the shots. So we know that then they're trying to get the booster shot. Okay, so what do you believe? It's now time to believe your higher self. It's now time to raise your frequency so that no low frequency event like any type of disease will be able to touch your body. They would know to get to skipping somewhere else. Flush all that negative energy out of you by putting it into the universe neutral. Not only that, but let's try to uplift everybody and think positive and support people in a positive way. If you see an individual going down a different path that's a little bit dark, if they're talking about people, try to direct that in a positive way. Don't become a part of that, because then you're going to lower your frequency. So try to raise your frequency to try to get them to see the better of the situation. That's how you raise your frequency. That's how you raise from low frequency to high frequency. That's a start. And then you constantly in meditation with your higher self. Take the time. Don't be so busy. Take the time to be with your higher self. You could be with your higher self even as you're walking, because then you're in thought with them, and that's telepathically. And you could relate to them. You could talk to them. You could listen to them, because they are going to guide you. More than anything, you have spiritual teams that are waiting for you to reach out to them. And we could do this. We're all in this together. So don't feel any type of way when someone says anything negative to you. Try to, if anything, take that as a grain of salt, because you know that you are more than anybody's opinion. If they are giving you supportive advice, take it. If they are uplifting you, take it. If they are bringing you down, teach them how to speak to you in a positive way. Teach them. We have so many trials to help us to get to that point of perfection within ourselves and knowing how to overcome negative forces. We have them in the drones. When you go out and you meet people, make sure you know how to come back and clean yourself. Clean, not just cleaning your hands. Everybody thinks it's cleaning your hands and brushing your feet off. No, it's cleaning your aura, cleaning your insides, so that you'll be able to not have that lingering with you. Because trust me, when you hug somebody, when you are around somebody, you're picking up that energy. So if it's a good energy, you're going to pick up good energy. If it's a negative energy, you're going to know when you are in the presence of that, so that you'll be able to not think that it's your energy. Make sure that you put yourself in a lot of protection when you're out there, so that you'll be able to keep anything negative that could lower your frequency, so that your body is not healthy. That's what we need to concentrate on. We need to focus on sending love to everybody, not being envious because somebody has something and we need to gossip about them. Remember, gossip lowers your frequency. Always keep high level energy. Remember, the universe is trying to get your attention so that it could be able to bless you in so many ways. Remember, the ego is what is keeping us in 3D. So work on your ego. Recognize when your ego is talking to somebody, or when it's your spiritual self talking to somebody. When your ego is talking, your soul, the real you, is put aside. You push that aside. So push your soul ahead of yourself, so that you'll be able to generate the type of energy and frequency you need, because 5D is coming. Whether you're ready or not, it's coming. It's already here. It's already here. That's why we have the hospitals. Yeah, that's why we have a hospital. Because 5D is here, and a lot of us are not ready for it. So we end up in the hospital. So avoid that. Yeah, really avoid it. Avoid it. If you don't have love, true love for others and wanting the best for them, your frequency will be low. So raise that frequency. Love everybody. No matter what their faults are, love them. Love them enough. Love those karmics. Because once you love them, you release them into true love so that they'll be able to love themselves a whole lot more. And we can do it. We can do it one step at a time. Right now, we're getting ready to 5D is here. Like I said, 5D is definitely here right now. It's just that our physical bodies are not totally ready for it yet. So there are a lot of people that are prepared. There are a lot of people that know more about this spiritual realm as truth. More truth than anything, because the spiritual realm does not have death. They just have rebirth. They are no time. Meditate on that. Meditate as much meditation. You find the right meditation. Concentrate. Find the right person to teach you how to meditate. And meditation takes that time where you could meditate and go into that realm, that 5D realm, but surround yourself always with light. Put that light all through you. Let it be the golden light that goes all through you and all around you. Put yourself in that bubble of light and protection. Because we're getting ready to ascend, and some of us have already ascended. And I'm not talking about, and their physical body is still here. So that means that they are very aware of the spiritual world and their team. And they're listening to that spiritual realm. And they have that understanding and they have that connection. Be one of them. I care so much for everybody that this means a lot to me. You know, and when I do see that low frequency, it upsets me. And it's more than the religion that we've been taught. It's much, much more. It's huge. It's much bigger than that. Like I say, the Bible was written as a guide so that you could reach this spiritual realm that I'm talking about. Remember, the patriots, that's what they did. You get most of them that were able to ascend and they saw things happening. That's it. That's the spiritual realm. So those books were written so that, and inspired by the Creator, so that you could be inspired to try to find out what they knew. And it's much more than the verses. It's an actual act that they were doing, which is much more than the love of just trying to do charity work. Is much more than that. It's that going into it and being one with it. Being one with your spirit. Being one with the spirit world. Try it. You will love it. Trust me. I know. And for that, I want to let you all know that I do love you. Always. It's great being a twin flame. And I'm sure is even better being a high-level soulmate. Much love. Thanks for watching Twin Flame 1111. And I would like to hear from you on how your journey is shaping out. So please, if you can, leave a comment below and let me know where you're tuning in from. That's always great to know. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share with others. Also, if you haven't subscribed and would like to hear more on the love of us all and our journey, hit the subscribe button below and the bell. Much love always.